Welcome to our channel History of Coins, where we explore the hidden gems of numismatics. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of U.S. state quarter-dollar coins, as some of these coins are rare and can make you rich overnight. In this video, we are gonna uncover the rarest coins and their values. So make sure to watch the complete video and find out if you have one of these. Now let's continue our today's video. Top 1 today. We're diving into one of the most fascinating coins produced in the modern era of United States minting. It's a coin that millions of people once spent casually on snacks, toll booths, or morning coffee, completely unaware of the hidden treasure it could become. This is the United States state quarter dollar for Virginia, minted in the year 2000, a coin that has captured the attention of collectors around the world for its beauty, history, rarity, and potential value. The year 2000 was an exciting time for the State Quarters program, a massive and hugely popular series launched by the U.S. Mint. Each state received its own unique design, celebrating its heritage and cultural identity. For Virginia, the design honored one of the most important chapters of American history, the founding of Jamestown in 1607. On the reverse of the coin, 3 ships glide proudly across the water: the Susan Constant, the Godspeed, and the Discovery, the famous vessels that carried settlers to what would become the first permanent English settlement in the New World. Every detail on these ships, from the sails to the deck lines, is a tribute to the courage and determination that shaped the early chapters of America. Meanwhile, the obverse carries the familiar portrait of George Washington. But even this classic design has hidden secrets that collectors pay very close attention to. Subtle variations, tiny imperfections, and minting quirks can transform an ordinary state quarter into something extraordinary. And for the Virginia 2000 quarter, those quirks are exactly what make this coin worth talking about. Now, here's where things get incredibly interesting. While millions of these Virginia quarters were minted and circulated across the country, only a tiny fraction contain rare errors that elevate them from everyday currency to highly prized collectibles. Some quarters feature off-center strikes, where the design is shifted noticeably to one side. Others display double die errors, in which parts of the image, especially the lettering and ship details, appear blurred, shadowed, or doubled, caused by a misalignment during the minting process. Then there are the even rarer planchet errors, where the coin was struck on the wrong metal or with incomplete metal flow, leaving strange textures, clipped edges, or unusual tones. These types of errors are like fingerprints. They are completely unique, and no two flawed coins look exactly the same. That's what makes them irresistible to collectors. They aren't just coins, they are accidents of history, created in a single split second inside the minting machinery and never reproduced again. When one of these rare Virginia quarters surfaces, collectors pay attention, and experienced numismatists examine every tiny detail with magnifying lenses, measuring tools, and expert eyes. Condition, of course, is everything. A Virginia 2000 quarter with a strong mint error and still in brilliant, uncirculated condition can command astonishing attention in the collector market. Many people don't realize just how valuable an error coin can become until one shows up at an auction and shocks everyone. And it makes you wonder, how many of these treasures are still out there, tucked away in jars, dresser drawers, or old coin collections, waiting to be discovered by someone who knows exactly what to look for? Collectors love this coin not only for the thrilling possibility of rare errors, but also because of its rich historical theme. The ships on the reverse are beloved symbols of exploration and endurance. The release of the coin in 2000 marked almost 4 centuries since the founding of Jamestown, making it one of the most historically meaningful designs in the entire state quarters program. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone who enjoys the beauty of U.S. coins, this quarter stands out immediately for its storytelling and craftsmanship. And now, the moment that every coin lover waits for: the value. In the world of numismatics, the right combination of rarity, error, and immaculate condition can elevate a simple 25-cent piece into something truly astonishing. That's exactly what happened with one extremely rare Virginia state quarter featuring a remarkable minting error and near-perfect preservation. This extraordinary example shocked collectors when it reached a value of $82,000. Top 2, we're diving into one of the most elegant and surprisingly valuable coins from the United States state quarters program. It's a coin many people once used to buy gum or pay parking meters without giving it a second thought. But collectors know better, because this tiny treasure carries beauty, history, and the possibility of hidden fortune. We're talking about the United States of America Mississippi State quarter dollar released in the year 2002, a coin that might look simple at first glance, but has captured the attention of collectors who understand its true potential. The Mississippi Quarter was created as part of the wildly successful 50-state commemorative program that swept the country between 1999 and 2008. Each state received a design that reflected its identity, culture, and natural beauty. For Mississippi, the U.S. Mint chose something stunning, graceful, and instantly recognizable: the magnolia. Known as the Magnolia State, Mississippi has long been associated with this iconic flower, a symbol of strength, purity, and enduring Southern charm. And the design on the coin is breathtaking. The magnolia bloom spreads its petals proudly, detailed with delicate curves and shading that reveal the mint's impressive craftsmanship. It's not just a flower. It's a celebration of the state's heritage and natural beauty. The obverse of the coin still carries the classic portrait of George Washington, but collectors already know that the real excitement lies in the details. Even a familiar design can hold unexpected surprises, especially in a series where millions of coins were produced across different mints under intense demand. That's where the Mississippi 2002 quarter becomes more than just a commemorative piece. It becomes a potential treasure hunt. Now let's explore what really makes this coin special: rarity, condition, and minting errors. Even though millions of these quarters entered circulation, only a tiny fraction contain errors so striking that they elevate the coin from everyday pocket change into the world of serious numismatic value. Some of the most sought-after Mississippi quarters show dramatic off-center strikes, where the magnolia appears pushed toward one edge, leaving part of the coin blank and creating a beautiful but unintended effect. Other rare examples include double-die obverse or reverse errors, where letters or lines on the petals appear doubled, giving the design a shadowed or layered appearance. These errors occurred in just a few seconds during the minting process, but that single moment created a collectible that can never be replicated. And then there are the extremely unusual planchet mistakes. A few Mississippi quarters have been discovered struck on the wrong metal stock, creating unexpected coloring or unusually light or heavy pieces. Some even display clipped planchets, coins with a curved section missing because the metal sheet shifted slightly before the blank was punched. These coins instantly stand out in a collector's hand and spark conversations among experts who know how rarely these flaws slip past the mint's strict inspection systems. Collectors also look for the sharpness of the strike, the brilliance of untouched surfaces, and the presence of mint luster that hasn't been dulled by years of circulation. A Mississippi quarter with a major error is already desirable, but combine that with uncirculated condition and you've got the perfect storm. A coin that becomes almost impossible to find but unforgettable when you do. What makes this entire story even more exciting is that coins like these can still be hiding anywhere. Inside jars of forgotten change, drawers packed with old keepsakes, or personal collections that no one has examined in decades. Many people have handled these state quarters without ever realizing they were touching a treasure worth far more than face value. That's why collectors love this journey so much. Every coin has a secret, and every discovery feels like uncovering buried history. The Mississippi 2002 quarter stands out not only because of its elegant design, but because of the thrilling possibility that rare error varieties exist. Coin lovers cherish pieces like this because they represent the perfect blend of artistry, history, and mystery. And as auctions have shown time and time again, the right coin in the right condition can shock everyone with its value. Which brings us to the moment coin collectors wait for: the astonishing worth of one extraordinarily rare Mississippi 2002 state quarter with a remarkable mint error and pristine preservation. That extraordinary piece reached an unbelievable value of $80,000. Top 3 today's spotlight is on one of the most fascinating pieces from the final years of the state and territorial quarters program. This is not just another collectible quarter. This is a coin that tells the story of an island rich with culture, pride, and resilience. Today we're exploring the United States of America Guam State quarter dollar from the year 2009, a beautiful and meaningful coin that has captured the attention of collectors who understand how rare and valuable certain varieties can be. The Guam quarter was part of the program that followed the original 50-state series, highlighting U.S. territories with their own culturally significant designs. And the Guam 2009 quarter stands out immediately because it celebrates more than geography. It honors people, language, and heritage that go back centuries. The design shows the outline of the island, along with a sailing vessel that symbolizes Guam's ancient seafaring traditions. Beside it is a representation of the traditional stone pillar known as a latte, a structure that has become a symbol of strength and the identity of the Chamorro people. Even at first glance, the coin feels different. It feels like a story carved in metal. Collectors admire this design because it is bold yet meaningful, and unlike many earlier quarters, the artistic detail reflects a deep cultural history. The reverse is not just decorative, it's educational, telling the story of an island whose roots stretch far beyond its status as a U.S. territory. Even the inscription, Guahin Itano Manchamorro, appears on the design, reminding collectors of the beauty and depth of the Chamorro language. While the design draws people in, the real excitement begins when collectors start examining these quarters for unusual characteristics. The Guam 2009 quarter, like many coins struck during this period, experienced several minting challenges that resulted in rare and highly desirable errors. And this is where a simple 25-cent piece transforms into the kind of treasure that every coin lover dreams of finding. Some of the most valuable Guam quarters feature dramatic off-center strikes, where the island outline and the latte stone appear shifted toward the edge, leaving a blank crescent of metal. These pieces instantly command attention because they demonstrate a minting mistake that could only happen in a split second before the machinery corrected itself. Another fascinating error found on some Guam quarters is the doubled die variety. In these pieces, certain lines or letters appear doubled or shadowed, creating a ghost-like effect that collectors can spot under magnification. These doubled details often appear around the territory outline, the inscriptions, or the delicate lines of the canoe. Each one is unique, and each one increases the coin's desirability dramatically. And then there are even rarer mistakes. Coins struck on misalloyed planchets, coins with clipped edges where a curved portion is missing, coins with filled die errors that leave parts of the design faint or incomplete, and coins that show cracks along the rim or interior fields. These are the types of coins that collectors talk about for years. They are accidental artworks, unexpected, unrepeatable, and incredibly valuable when found in high-grade condition. Condition, as always, plays a crucial role. A Guam 2009 quarter with a major error might still hold value in circulated condition, but when such a coin appears in uncirculated or nearly flawless condition, it becomes something much more significant. Sharp edges, clean fields, untouched luster, and crisp details all contribute to the kind of coin that auction houses love to showcase. When experts see a rare error combined with pristine preservation, they know that bidding can rise quickly. What makes this coin even more exciting is that many of these quarters were released directly into circulation. That means treasures could still be hiding in old coin jars, forgotten drawers, or stashed away sets of mixed change. Anyone holding one of these error varieties is holding something precious, something that represents a combination of history, artistry, and minting mystery. And that is exactly what makes this hobby so thrilling. Every coin could hold a surprise. Collectors appreciate the Guam quarter not only for its stunning design, but also for the sense of adventure that comes with searching for rare varieties. It's one of those coins that reminds people why numismatics is such a rewarding journey. Every detail matters, every error tells a story, and every discovery feels like unveiling a small piece of treasure. And now, here is the moment that coin enthusiasts wait for. The astonishing value achieved by an extremely rare error variety of the Guam 2009 state quarter, preserved in exceptional condition. That remarkable coin reached a value of $78,000. Top 4 were traveling to one of the most iconic and influential places in America, a state known for its skyscrapers, its energy, its history, and its determination. And the coin we're exploring today captures that spirit in a way that makes collectors pay very close attention. This is the United States of America New York State quarter dollar minted in the year 2001. a coin that stands out not only for its powerful design, but also for the rare errors and extraordinary varieties that have made some examples worth far more than anyone ever expected. The New York quarter arrived during one of the most exciting periods of the state quarters program. Released only a few years into the series, this coin quickly became a favorite among collectors and everyday Americans alike. The New York design is instantly recognizable. On the reverse, you'll find the shape of the state outlined clearly, along with the beautiful depiction of the Statue of Liberty. Lady Liberty's torch reaches upward, symbolizing freedom, hope, and the welcoming spirit that New York has shown to people from around the world for generations. Surrounding the design is the inscription "Gateway to Freedom," a phrase that reflects both the state's history and its cultural influence. Collectors admire how this design blends patriotism, art, and meaning. The Statue of Liberty has long been a symbol of opportunity, and placing it alongside the outline of the state creates a bold and unforgettable image. Even the positioning of the torch feels intentional, drawing the viewer's eye and reminding them of New York's place in American identity. But while the design is powerful, what makes this coin truly fascinating is what happened inside the mint. Unexpected errors that turned an ordinary 25-cent piece into a rare treasure. Although millions of these coins were produced, only a very small number contain unusual minting mistakes that today's collectors consider incredibly valuable. One of the most dramatic errors seen on New York state quarters is the off-center strike. When this happens, part of the design is pushed toward the edge, leaving a portion of the coin blank. This kind of error creates a striking visual difference, and when combined with the bold imagery of the Statue of Liberty, the effect is both unusual and captivating. Another highly desirable error found on some 2001 New York quarters is the double die variety. This occurs when the coin receives a doubled impression during the minting process. Collectors can sometimes see doubled lines around the state outline, the lettering, or even the details on the Statue of Liberty. These doubled details create a shadow effect that instantly sets the coin apart. The stronger the doubling and the clearer the features, the more valuable the coin becomes. Collectors also search for planchet errors, where the coin is struck on the wrong metal or an imperfect blank. These errors can create coins with unusual surfaces, odd colors, uneven thickness, or missing sections. One of the rarest types is a clipped planchet, where the coin has a curved, bite-like shape missing from the edge. These mistakes are never repeated and make each flawed coin a unique piece of minting history. Another fascinating variety involves die cracks, small raised lines on the surface of the coin caused by a cracked die during production. These lines can stretch across Lady Liberty, the state outline, or the inscriptions, giving the coin an entirely different character. Some collectors even nickname dramatic die cracks lightning bolts or veins, and the more unusual the pattern, the more sought after the coin becomes. That, of course, condition is everything. A rare New York era quarter that has been kept in pristine, uncirculated condition becomes many times more desirable. Sharp lines, bright luster, clean surfaces, and untouched details all contribute to the kind of coin that collectors dream of adding to their collection. When a rare error meets flawless preservation, that combination can send shockwaves through the numismatic market. What makes this coin particularly exciting is that so many of these quarters were released directly into circulation. Anyone could have spent one of these rare treasures years ago without ever realizing its potential. That's why coin lovers enjoy hunting through jars of change, old collections, and forgotten rolls. Treasures like these do not announce themselves. You have to look closely, understand the signs, and appreciate the incredible stories behind each coin. The New York 2001 state quarter is more than a piece of currency. It is a miniature monument to a state that has shaped American history, culture, and identity. And when one of these coins appears with a rare minting error and exceptional condition, it becomes something truly extraordinary. And now, for the moment every collector waits for. One incredibly rare New York 2001 state quarter featuring a dramatic mint error and preserved in stunning condition reached a value of $76,000. Top 5, we're exploring one of the most intriguing pieces from the later years of the United States state quarters program. This coin represents innovation, expansion, and the spirit of the American West. It's a coin that millions of people have seen, yet only a few truly understand its potential. Today we're taking a closer look at the United States of America Utah State quarter dollar from the year 2007, a coin that has fascinated collectors with its unique design and the surprising errors that have turned certain examples into valuable treasures. That Utah's quarter honors one of the most important achievements in American transportation history, the joining of the Transcontinental Railroad. On the reverse of the coin, two locomotives face each other, their engines meeting nose to nose. Between them is the famous golden spike, the symbolic connection that linked east and west across the continent. It was a moment that transformed travel, communication, and commerce in the United States forever, and this coin captures that powerful moment in a beautifully detailed design. What collectors love about this particular quarter is how much movement and energy is represented in such a small space. The steam, the wheels, the sharp lines of each locomotive, they all work together to tell a story of progress and engineering triumph. It is one of the most dramatic designs in the entire series, and its historical significance gives it a special place in the hearts of coin enthusiasts. But while the design is impressive, the real magic begins when you look closely at the coins that show unusual, rare, and highly valuable errors. That's where this Utah quarter becomes more than just a commemorative piece. It becomes a thrilling discovery. Some of the most sought-after Utah quarter errors involve off-center strikes. When this happens, the locomotives and the golden spike appear shifted to one side, sometimes drastically. These coins are immediately recognizable, and the more dramatic the misalignment, the more valuable the coin becomes. Off-center strikes are among the most eye-catching mint mistakes, and when paired with the bold Utah design, they create an unforgettable collectible. Another exciting category includes double-die errors. In these rare pieces, certain lines or letters appear doubled due to a misalignment during the die creation process. Collectors often spot doubling in the words "Crossroads of the West" in the steam lines or along the outer ring of the coin. The stronger and more visible the doubling, the more a coin's value increases. These doubled images give the coin a shadowed, layered look that experienced collectors instantly recognize. Then there are the dramatic planchet errors, coins struck on metal blanks that were faulty or not intended for that specific coin. Some Utah quarters have been found with clipped edges, missing sections, unusual shapes, or incorrect weight due to imperfections in the metal sheet. These errors happen before the coin is even struck, which means each one is completely unique. These varieties are extremely desirable, especially when combined with a clean strike and good preservation. Another fascinating type of error includes die cracks and die breaks. These appear as raised lines or lumps of metal across the locomotive designs or near the spike. Some cracks stretch like lightning bolts across the fields of the coin, giving it a dramatic appearance that collectors love. The larger the break and the more unusual the pattern, the more attention the coin receives. And of course, condition remains one of the most important factors in determining value. A rare error coin that has seen years of circulation may still be worth something, but a rare error coin in brilliant, uncirculated condition becomes dramatically more valuable. Coins with perfect edges, untouched luster, and sharp detail are the ones that bring serious attention in the collector market. When a rare error meets flawless condition, the result can be astonishing. What makes all of this even more thrilling is that most Utah quarters were released directly into circulation. That means the rarest examples could still be hiding in coin jars, old piggy banks, forgotten drawers, or inherited collections. Someone could have held one of these treasures years ago without ever realizing it. That mystery, that possibility, is what keeps coin lovers searching. Every Utah quarter tells a story, but a rare Utah quarter tells a story no one else expected. This coin represents a moment in American history, a milestone in transportation, and a masterpiece of design. And when a collector discovers one with the right error and the right condition, it becomes a treasure that stands apart from ordinary circulation pieces. And now comes the moment collectors wait for. One extremely rare Utah 2007 state quarter featuring a remarkable minting error and preserved in exceptional condition reached a value of $73,000. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the fascinating world of rare coins and want to uncover more hidden treasures, make sure to like this video, share it with your fellow coin enthusiasts, and subscribe to our channel for even more exciting discoveries. Hit the notification bell too, so you never miss an opportunity to learn about rare coins, mint errors, and collectibles that could be worth a fortune. Your support helps us keep exploring and bringing these amazing stories straight to you.